There it goes. Okay, it's live.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. All right, Amanda, how far did you get in the project?
I got into validation. How do I get only some of them? Step one, I'm sorry. But how do I get all of them in one?
I'm still having audio difficulties. You're still cutting in and out for me. Is everyone else hearing her okay?
No.
Sure.
No, I can't hear you, Amanda.
Can you all?
You want everyone to drop the call and send out the invite again, or someone else send out an invite?
Well, if you can hear me, I just dropped the call. They're here.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Amanda, why don't you type in and see what you want us to do, and we'll follow any recommendations you had.
So did she say that the call is recording?
Yeah, you can see it's live up in the corner.
It's recording.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I can hear you better.
Okay, as long as you can hear us, maybe you can just ask questions to the checkbox, and then we can go through the assignment. Is that okay with you, Amanda?
It's not even typing all the time.
Okay, I got your text that it's okay for you. So chip in when you can. Otherwise, just type, and I'll keep my eye on it. And then we'll just go through the assignment. It sounds like everyone's at a different point in the assignment.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to? I mean, I have it finished. I don't know if it's right, but do you want me to share my screen, then we can talk about all the different parts?
Okay. I have no idea how to do it. I haven't started. Like, I watched the video, but it's just so confusing. There's so many things that we have to do for this.
Okay. I'll put my screen up, and then we'll kind of just talk through all the different parts. And then whatever part you're all struggling with, it looks like Daniel, Airly, you guys are towards the end of the assignment. So
okay,
let me put mine up. As soon as I do this, it's going to go to infinity. Ready? Here we go. I'm going to go to infinity. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
No. Yeah.
No? Yes, no?
I can now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So the first part of the assignment is setting up the year and the income sheet item selection. Did you get through that, Mariana?
No.
Okay.
I haven't started, but yeah.
This sheet is just for me, just the balance sheet and the income sheet. So all mine are my selection. Where do I have my? I don't remember. I did this. Did this all yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. What's today? Tuesday? I did it all yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I just have it. Go ahead.
So for the sales, so it said that we had to go 4 years before the one that we put in there, and then do we have to add up something? Or no, I don't think we had to add it up, but
no, there's nothing that needs to be added up in any of the sections.
Okay.
Because
so
go ahead, keep going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my other question was like, well, I think the formula that we have to look up, that we have to create for that one, for the cells, is H lookup, right?
Most everything is that H lookup. I use H lookup consistently until the very end.
Okay. Because in the video he said that, and the third, for the third graph, the lookup is the best option.
Yeah, I think he said they use H lookup at the end, and I used it throughout the whole thing. So we'll kind of go through all of them, and you guys can tell me. But this I just have. All I did was the data validation. I wonder if I can go back into. Yeah. Mine is just a list where it lists the 3 different years, and that's it for my selected year. Does anyone have anything different for that? Hold on, this is my other side. Is everyone good for that part? Okay, I'm not getting anyone saying anything. Okay. And then the income sheet item is just the data validation. And I named all of my income items. And so now it's just a drop-down list of all income items. So it equals income underscore items. That's just what my column is named.
Okay. Income items. Oh, okay.
Well, over here on my financial statement, all of my income items, this list right here. No, don't move it. Into these fields, income items, and I did my data validation there.
Okay.
Oh, this is. And then to get the first graph, although I haven't named it, I have done no cleanup on this whatsoever. All I've done is put in all my formulas. These are H lookups based off of, I'm looking for my year. I'm looking for whatever's in this slot, and that's a locked field. This is my table. It's based off of the balance sheet. So here's my table range. That's locked. And then it has to, I want to go for cash from horizontal. I want my second row. So I have 2. And then the rest of the formula is just false. And that's true for all of these. I just changed, the only thing I changed is this is the 3rd row down, this is the 4th, and this is the 8th row down for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get anything different for that?
No. I just remember him saying in the video that you could assign a number to each row. And
I did later. Yeah, for the other ones, it was definitely helpful to do that. This one, it didn't really matter. There's only 4 items.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you have the numbers, my numbers are here for all the ones that have income later. You can do that here too. So this would be 1, 2, 3. That was not a 3. Hold on, 3. And then you wouldn't have. All that would change is here, instead of 2, pull whatever's in this field right here. And then the reason it doesn't help very much is because they're all unique anyways. So I could do these 3, 8, A9, but then this one, total fixed assets, I can't just drag and do that. Total fixed assets is
okay.
A13. So this one I'd have to go in and do manually anyways. So here's 13. And there's that formula. So that's how you would do it if you had their numbers.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And then this is just inserting a graph. The only thing that I did to doctor up the graph is it said it wanted amounts instead of. So I changed, this was reading at what all the percentages were, and I just went in and changed them to amounts, dollar amounts.
Okay.
Changes a little, like, the only thing I don't like about this is, like, accounts receivable, they're not well, I just don't like the way they show up. That's all going to be in doctoring it up, though. Anyway. All right, anyone else have any questions on that first graph?
No, well, I don't.
Still good? Okay. If everyone's agreeing with me, then I'm assuming my calculations aren't that far off. If you guys disagree, please let me know.
Okay.
The second graph, just wanted to know. So here, I do have a question on this one. And this is me not remembering my accounting classes very well, especially in the middle of the night when I'm doing my homework assignments. But there's no net income. There's margin and net profit. Is net profit net income?
Yes.
Okay. I assumed so, and I'm like, I don't remember. I can't remember all the details. So I keep net profit as my net income for the next graph. This one is just, so they wanted the current, whatever year you select, and then the previous 4 years from that. So this is a direct combination. This just grabs from this year. And then my previous years just subtract 1. They're all related to each other. So when I change this one, the rest of them change by 1.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's 2014. And then they just drop by 1 year. Wait, what was that? Questions, comments? I am getting your comments, Amanda, by the way. I see you. Okay, and then the lookups are very similar. So it looks up, it's another H lookup. It pulls, what do I want? I want whatever is in this field now, because it's going to keep going down. So here's C18, B18. I only locked row 18, anything else. So it changes only the first number as I dragged it over. So C, D, E, F, G. It looks at this number and it tries to find it in the chart for the financial statement. So here's my data series that it's looking for it. And that's all locked. And then what number it wants. So I have here A26, because I want sales. So that's where I put in that extra row to number everything. And then false. So that if you put that formula in, you can drag it over and then you can drag it down, because this locks the 18 and then this counts down. Oh, you can't. Sales is A26, contribution margin is A31, and net income is A45. So they're not, you can't drag it down because it would make this, they're not next to each other. But you can drag it across.
Okay. Let me see.
Sorry, I was trying to see if someone was talking. I'll put my chart back up.
So if you select other item of the net income statement in that, for that graph, does it change like also the percentage based on sales? Like
which percentage? Oh, this is not as a percentage of sales. That's down here. That's the third graph.
Oh, okay.
Just here, let me pull up the assignment itself. You would think I'd be smart enough to have it open already, but I don't, because that would be too convenient. Does anyone have it open? What the second graph is?
Yeah, I have it open. So it says
Can you read what the second?
For the second graph, please create other type of chart graph. You figure it out the best type that shows 5-year history of sales, contribution margin, and net income. Okay.
Oh, I have mine of sales from my other graph, so maybe I did this one.
And then the third one says, please also create a chart showing a 5-year history, selected year, and going back for additional years of the selected line item from the net income statement as a percentage of sales. This graph should update when either the selected year or the selected line item is changed.
Oh yeah, so my second one is not as a percentage of sales. It's a 5-year history of sales, contribution margin, and net income.
Okay.
All mine is. These are just values.
Okay, yeah. I see.
Early and Daniel, I hear you guys talking. Are you? Good? Not good? Okay. And then, where's my assignment? Here's where I have as a percentage of sales. It's pretty much, it's very similar. I just have two, one on the top and one at the bottom, because to make it a percentage. So I have an HLOOKUP of whatever the item is. And this one is where it was really helpful to number them. So this is A26 for direct labor. And then it just goes down. Oh no, that's for sales. So A27, here, you can see it right here, A27. But as you go down, then you can just drag it. A28, A29, A30. So that's where that numbering system really worked well. And then as a percentage of sales, so I have another HLOOKUP that looks up only sales. So I've locked it at, hold on. Oh no, that's the year. Hold on. I did HLOOKUP dashboard. So I'm looking up the year. Oh, but I'm looking it up A26, which is sales here. And A26 is locked.
Oh, okay.
For all of them. So this is only as sales. And then false. That didn't make a lot of sense. Let me try and explain this better. Okay. So the top of my my percentage. This D40 is just the number above, and it's the same theory of how to get your years. So it looks for 2014 in the chart. Here's my chart range. It's the same chart range. So B25 to J45.
Mm-hmm.
Here, that's my chart range. Locked. And then this number goes down. So it's going to look for direct labor, which is 2 numbers down or whatever it is. So that carries down and then falls. So that's the top of my ratio. And the bottom of my ratio, I'm still looking for 2014, but now I only want A26, which is a locked field. So all of these have A26.
Oh, okay.
You kind of see that my sales is always the denominator. It always pulls from that field, but for whatever these years are. So then I just I formatted it to make it a percentage.
So you can drag it down.
Yeah, so that I could drag it down and across. This formula should work. Let me try it. If I just drag it across, yeah, the numbers stay. And then if you drag it down, the numbers stay. So literally all you have to do, well, once you have your first formula, is that.
Yeah. Okay.
The last part to make the graph. I don't mean to be like, I know you guys are all at different levels. I don't want to just explain how I did things. Is this helping or not helping?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Let me pull up my last section. And then to make the graph, this is just whatever, a direct lock to whatever income item I want. So if I change it to D, so this is all this reflects whatever that is. And then these are VLOOKUPs because I'm using this table down here. This is my chart range right there.
Mm-hmm.
And all I want to grab is the year. So it's looking for B7 locked. What is my B? Oh yeah, whatever the year is, this year. No. Okay, I want whatever the income item is, and then I want in that locked range, and then this tells me which one. So for R&D, it should be D39.
Mm.
D